All right, back with another live stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for another live stream. I'm Josh Morgan from Momentum Productions, and if you're new here, I want to invite you to this kind of a weekly thing that I wanted to start doing and am doing currently, and that is live streaming for advice for my subscribers and viewers. I want to make sure that you guys are getting the full filmmaking experience. I want to be able to answer your questions, any doubts that you might have. Maybe we can talk about some experiences, see if you guys are experiencing any issues, any successes. Please use this time, this live stream, to your advantage. Ask me anything regarding filmmaking, and I'll do my best to answer truthfully. I'm trying to make this the most authentic and genuine filmmaking tutorial channel. So the floor is yours, my friends. Halvin Wolf, what's up? Sarbajit, hi Josh, what's up, man? I hope I pronounced your name right. If not, please. I apologize. Sam Space 81, hi Josh, what's up, guys? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. I have some exciting news, very exciting news. A lot of you have been watching my gimbal review videos. I've been releasing a hell of a lot lately. All these companies have been starting to send me gimbals for review for testing, and I just got a really good email from Juin Tech. They want to send me their Crane 2 for testing. So we're finalizing the details right now. So hopefully within the next week to 10 days, I should have the new Crane 2 in my hands. This is supposed to be the best gimbal on the market. So I'm gonna put it up to its paces and see what it can do out in the field. And I guarantee you guys, I'm gonna give you my honest review. Again, I'm not getting paid for this. They're just sending me the product so I can test it and review it. So stay tuned for that, because that's going to be exciting. I just bought the S6300 and want to earn by making corporate videos in India. How should I start? Just call me Jeet. It's fine. Alright, Jeet. Awesome, man. So how should I start? Very good question. You need to start off by creating a portfolio. And how do you get portfolio? Well, you have to do some smaller gigs. You have to start off by doing some smaller gigs. Some gigs have to be free. Some can be very little pay. But the whole idea of being your own entrepreneur and being your own boss, you have to sacrifice a lot of time and a lot of money. Only in the beginning. As soon as you start picking up momentum with word-of-mouth marketing and doing good work, first of all, for the little amount of money that you're getting paid in the beginning, if any, you have to do the best job possible. The beginning is the most important stage of your business, because that's what's going to start the momentum and the slingshot process. That's how I started my business. I worked for free for a few years. For a few years. I worked for free for a lot of different people, and that helped me slingshot myself into the industry. So you need to do the same. Regardless of your location, India, Nigeria, it doesn't matter. Business is business, and it all works the same. So keep that in mind. Halvin Wolf says, dude, those guns are looking huge, man. Thanks, bro. Thanks, man. It's all the gimbal stuff. It's helping me build my arms. Sasha, what's up, man? I can only afford the Canon G7X Mark II. How to make the best of it? The G7X is a great camera. Even though it's a point and shoot, you can get some great stuff out of it. I never owned the G7X. I did own PowerShot. Is that Canon or Sony? I don't remember. I think Canon PowerShot. CyberShot is Sony. PowerShot is Canon, if I'm not mistaken. So that's what I've worked with. Canon is fantastic. The only thing with the G7X, I feel like you know, you're not gonna get those professional features. Like you're not gonna get that the profile logs, the color profiles. But you can still make the best of it. Just start vlogging, start putting content out there. Again, it's not about the camera, it's about the content. Sasha says, please make a video. I don't have the G7X, bro. I can't really make a video on it, unfortunately. Halvin Wolf says, 25,000 subscribers is so close, bro. I know, so close. I'm thinking another 3 or 4 days and we'll hit 25K. I'm thinking, guys. Help me hit 25K this week, guys. Help me hit it. Whatever you can do to help hit this channel up to 25,000 subscribers. That would make my week. That would be awesome. Also, guys, I have some stuff I gotta give away. Let me know in the comments if you have DJI Mavic Pro. I definitely have some accessories that I want to give away. And if you help promote this channel, you're automatically entered to win some of those accessories. And yeah, just let me know if you have a Mavic Pro. And I got a ton of stuff that I can give away for the Mavic Pro. So let me know. Ravidrun N, does Canon Mark IV support external 4K recording? If yes, can you suggest some recorders? Thanks in advance. I no longer shoot with Canon products, and except for a few lenses, so I don't know. I can't answer that question, unfortunately. Shine Photography, I am always a big fan, sir. Thank you so much. Wilfredo Coros, hi, sir, watching here in Dubai. What's up, Dubai? I really want to visit Dubai. I hear it's beautiful. Wilfredo Coros says, love those DJI Mavic videos. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Shine Photography says, please help. I have a Nikon D750, but video autofocus problem. Okay, what's the problem? Again, I don't shoot with Nikon stuff. I don't shoot with Nikon or Canon. Right now I'm shooting with mainly Sony and Panasonic. So those are the two cameras I'm really familiar with. Unfortunately, I never used a Nikon. Never in my life. Never used Nikon glass or Nikon bodies. So I'm not good with Nikons, guys. I can't really offer advice with that. Wilfredo says, can I have your Mavic? Well, when I upgrade to another drone, as soon as they come up with like the Mavic 2, maybe I'll consider a giveaway. I'll consider it. Jeet says, I will promote. Thanks, bro. So who has a Mavic here? Who has a Mavic Pro? Who has any DJI drone? Let me know. DJ Vay says, can you hold the gimbal continuously for 30 minutes? Because I heard it's too heavy. Maybe around 12th of December I will get my June crane too. No, you cannot hold a gimbal for 30 minutes consecutive minutes. You can't. It's way, way too heavy. Even a smartphone gimbal, you're not going to be able to hold that thing for 30 minutes. I'm supposed to receive, I'm waiting on word, on a word back from June Tech to confirm shipment of the Crane 2, because I'm supposed to be getting it to review. It's been hard to get that Crane 2, guys. It's been hard. It's a very unique product. It's the first gimbal of its kind to have a follow focus wheel built in. So I could understand why it's a hard product to get. So I'm going to be getting that product, and I will be sharing my experiences with it, honest experiences. Again, I'm not getting paid for these reviews, so I'm giving you I'm going to give you all my nitpicking about the products. I really dive deep into these products because a little problem for me could be a huge problem for you. So I try to disclose all of the positives and all of the negatives. I don't want to disclose only the positives because that's not a review. A review does both positive and negative. So that's just how it is. DJ Vay says, I will mount my Canon 60D with the 24-105 L on the Crane 2. That will be fine. It's going to handle it. 7-pound payload. Sasha says, I just got the Crane M on Black Friday using the Canon G7X. Still finding my bearings on it. Watch my tutorial videos, bro. I have a playlist of a bunch of gimbal tutorial videos. Watch them, and you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn so much. You're gonna be a pro gimbal user. And I have check it out. I have so many more tutorials coming out on gimbals. I'm not going to tell you what they are yet because I've had people steal my ideas and try to recreate the videos. I'm not going to tell you the names of the videos, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 huge tutorial videos that are coming out for gimbals. Like, these are massive, very, very important videos. But check out the videos that I've already released for the gimbals, especially for the Jew and Crane. These are crucial gimbal tutorial videos that are going to show you exactly what you need to learn when operating this type of equipment. It's not as easy as it looks. Don't expect that, oh, I'm going to get a gimbal, everything's going to be smooth and beautiful. No, it takes work. It takes a lot of practice. Nothing comes perfect without hard work, guys, okay? It took me a lot to where I am today just with gimbals and Glidecams. It really, like, I've had so many sleepless nights, guys, you have no idea. Simply because I just wanted to get the best footage possible out of the Glidecams and the gimbals. Jeet says, what lens should be bought for the A6300 for filmmaking corporate videos? I mean, listen, I can't, it's too vague of a question, my friend. I need you to be a little bit more specific. I need to know what you like. Give me an example of a video you like. I can't, I mean, it's too vague of a question. Wide lenses, I mean, I can't really answer it, my friend. Jeff says, hi, with the Glidecam, why the part of the bottom is different ways in different videos? I'm having a serious problem trying to balance the Glidecam. Thank you. Can you... I'm having a tough time understanding your question, my friend. Having a serious problem. Why the part of the bottom is turned different ways in different videos? It's turned the same way, dude. It's always vertical. It's never horizontal. Always vertical. I don't know. Can you elaborate for me a little bit more about that? By the way, guys, I have a bunch of gimbals next to me, so if you want me to demo those gimbals, let me know. I have the Feiyutech A2000, Crane version 2, Moswa Air, Fossicam FM145, the King TV Argo, and the Smooth Q. I think those are the 6 gimbals I currently have. I gave the ViewFlux S Pro gimbal to my brother up in San Francisco, so he's using that. So right now with me I have 6 different gimbals. If you would like me to demo any one of them, let me know. Please don't say King TV Argo because that one I really have to assemble. But if you guys really want to see the Argo again, I'll be more than happy to demo it for you. Unfortunately, with the King TV Argo, because it's such a big gimbal, I haven't used it lately on a lot of my shoots. The setup time on that thing is way too long compared to like the single-handed gimbals, where literally the Moswa Air takes me maybe 2 to 3 minutes to set up from scratch. Like, to set up the gimbal, put up the stand, put up the dual handlebars and the camera and balance it takes me 2 to 3 minutes. With the King TV Argo, it takes me between 7 to 10 minutes to set up. You know, because it's such a big system, a lot goes into it. So let me know. Halvin Wolf says, ViewFlex, I think you mean, was my new fave. It's a cool gimbal. I like it. I definitely like it. DJ Vey, have you ever used manual focus super wide lens on the Leoa 15mm f2 or Leoa 12mm f2.8 for reunion or wedding outdoor, and what do you think? The Leoa lenses actually look fantastic. I don't have those lenses, but I will eventually be buying a few. I'm impressed with those. I think they're Korean lenses, if I'm not mistaken. But they look great. They look really, really nice. Rokinon is one of the off-branded lenses that I also have. Rokinon is exactly the same as Samyang. It's the same company, just rebranded for some reason. I think Samyang is the new Rokinon. But yeah, they're the same. But with an f2 and an f2.8, you're going to get beautiful shallow depth of field. You might not see it too much on the 12 mil or the 15 mil unless you're up close to a subject and have a, a deep background. But when it comes down to such a wide lens with such a low f-stop number, that means you're going to get great low light performance out of those lenses. DJ Vey, is there any difficulties using manual focus lenses? Because I haven't used it anyway. Yes, and I've released a few videos on, especially with the Glidecam, how to keep focus using a Glidecam. It definitely takes some patience and some work. I will be releasing in the near future a focusing tutorial, how to use focus peaking, and I'll be releasing an exposure tutorial, how to use false color, which is a great exposure tool, and how to get proper exposure for your shots. Kurt says, Rokinon is for the win, best bang for the buck for primes, in my opinion. Kurt, I think you're right, bro. I think you're right. I had a chance, last year I shot a music video only on Rokinon prime lenses. I rented out a kit of different Rokinon primes, in 85 mil, 14 mil, 18 mil, all these different lenses, and I loved it. I really liked working with Rokinon lenses. I think for a full kit from wide to telephoto, you can, I think, like, that's like 6 lenses for like $2,000. Really good price, in my opinion. So Rokinon, especially for the budget filmmaker and even for a professional, Rokinon does a really nice job of creating glass. And they're robust glass too. I've had a really embarrassing accident in 2015 with my Sony A7S. I had it on my Glidecam, and I was just bored on set, and I was just spinning my Glidecam because it's fun to spin. And I didn't lock my quick release plate properly, so the camera flew off, and I had my Rokinon 14mm on there, and it landed right on the lens. The lens hood broke, but I just glued it back on, but nothing happened to the glass, not one scratch. I was so lucky, and I was really surprised because you can't put any protective filters on a 14mm Rokinon lens. There's just no filter, and it's a fisheye type lens. It's bulging out, so you can't put any sort of filter on there. So I was extremely lucky that nothing happened to the lens. Nothing got scratched up on the body of the lens either. Only the lens hood cracked, and I was just, I just super glued it back on. It's literally like a tank. And it was a $300 lens, very cheap. I mean, and the picture quality I get out of it is really great. The only issue I have with some of the wider, like 14mm lenses from Rokinon, is that they do have some vignetting on the side. Very little distortion, honestly, very little distortion. I see just as much distortion on my $1,200 Zeiss 16-35 lens. At 16, I see actually just as much, if not more, distortion on it when compared to the 14mm. So that's actually kind of shocking to me. But my Zeiss is sharper. My Zeiss lens is way sharper, and the color reproduction is a lot better than Rokinon, in my opinion. But Zeiss, that's why the price tag is literally 4 times, because you're paying for that. It's also a zoom lens, but you're also paying for the sharpness, the quality of the glass that they use. But the distortion, I mean, I'm not liking the distortion on the 16-35. It's a lot more than I expected. I even had some clients who know nothing about cameras complain about it. So, unfortunately, even on the 24mm, I have a 24-70 Zeiss as well, and on the 24mm I even see some distortion. I mean, that's considered a wide lens, but not so wide to the point where you should see all this distortion. So I get great picture out of it, but the only complaint I have with those 24 and 16 Zeiss focal lengths is that we do see a little bit of that distortion. Things are a little bit more elongated than normal. So yeah. Jeet is asking, how difficult is it to use a Glidecam with a manual focus lens? It's challenging for a beginner, but once you get used to it, it can be very easy. When you're using a wide lens, it should be pretty easy. All you have to do is set your focus to infinite. Open up, stop down your aperture down to like a low number, maybe like a 10 or 11, and what that will do is it will make more subjects in your shot sharper because you're letting in less light, and you're not going to get that blurry background or depth of field. You're not going to get that anyway with such a wide lens, so you might as well stop it down. That way you make sure that everything is in focus, even if it's pretty close to the lens. But of course, if you open up the aperture, you're going to get things more out of focus. And the more light you let into the lens, the more sensitive it is to how shallow the depth of field is. So let's say you're shooting a tracking shot. I'm going to make a tutorial on this too, guys. I have so much footage to shoot. I went from uploading once a week to almost 5 times a week. So it's like I'm overloaded with videos. I get so many requests. So it's coming. Trust me, it's coming. But I need to do a tutorial on how to properly track a subject with a Glidecam with a manual focus lens. And basically the trick is to keep the same distance between you and the subject while you're walking. You don't want to get closer, you don't want to get farther, especially if you don't have a follow focus. I mean, it's very, very difficult to keep touching the focus wheel while you're coming in or coming out. So you got to keep the same distance between you and the subject during a tracking shot. It's tough, I know, but it does take practice. You need to have really good perception of distance. And I will show you some techniques in that video. That way you can get that focus. And for those of you who use a more narrow lens, maybe like a 50mm on a Glidecam, you're going to get that shallow depth of field if you're shooting with a low aperture number. And some of you want that look because it looks more cinematic. You want the subject to be in focus and the background to be blurred out. I completely understand it. But know this, if you decide to do something like that, there are some drawbacks. You have to make sure that the distance between you and the subject remain the same. This is when you're shooting on a manual lens. Now, if you're shooting on an autofocus lens, it depends on how fast your camera is with its autofocus. With me, I'm using the Sony A9, so I guarantee 99.9% have faith in my Sony A9 for getting proper focus that time. So I'm not worried about it. But if I'm shooting my Rokinon 14mm on my Sony A9, you know, it's a manual lens, I'm going to have to properly set focus and, you know, deal with the focusing issue. So there are a few techniques that I've learned over the years on how to keep focus. And trust me, guys, it's coming. Now, this is something I only offer to the people who tune in to my live stream. And that is, if you add me on Instagram at momentum_productions, you will be able to DM me. You can instant message me on Instagram, and I will reply to you with answers to your questions. It's literally like having my cell phone number. I'm literally handing you over my cell phone number. All you got to do is add me on Momentum Productions on Instagram. So here's my Instagram, guys. I want you to add me, Momentum_Productions. Add me on Instagram and instant message me. Literally, it's like having my phone number. Guys, big deal here, okay? I open up all of my messages, I read all of my messages, and I reply back to all of my messages. So if you're on a shoot and you need instant help, boom, instant message me on Instagram. It's literally like right there for you. So you shouldn't have an excuse as to why you can't figure something out. Okay, let's answer some more questions here. Charan Preet Singh, can we use power bank directly to charge Sony A6500 while shooting? Is it safe? I believe this A6500 supports that. My Sony A9 does, but my Sony A7S doesn't. But yes, it's safe. Don't worry about it. Drone Wolf Media, what's up, guys? What's up, man? Halvin Wolf is asking, is it smart to use a telephoto to shoot very small subjects to mimic a macro-esque feeling? You know what? It is. It is. It does have to depend on the lens, though. Not all lenses can get macro. Like, it depends how close you want to get to a person's face or to a subject. But I don't own any macro lenses, unfortunately. I own macro attachments. So obviously a macro lens is going to do better than an attachment, but if you're going to buy a telephoto lens and you're working with a lot of macro photography, definitely make sure that that lens supports macro photography. Usually a lens like zoom lenses, the ones that I have a minimum focusing distance of, I think it's around 11 inches, which is a pretty big distance. But macro lenses can literally go down, like have a very, very close focusing distance. So that's what you want to focus on when purchasing a lens. To debate whether or not you need that focusing distance or not. It's all up to you. But whenever I want to get a close-up on something, I mean, every single shot that I've wanted to try and manipulate into making a macro, I've been fine with using a 24-70 or 16-35. Like, I haven't had bad times focusing. It's pretty good. But again, if you want to take like really like macro shots, you need to buy a special lens for that. DJ Vey, is it safe for a gimbal motor to refocus manually? Well, here, let me try and reread this properly. Jeet is asking, or DJ Vey is asking, is it safe for a gimbal motor to refocus manually with hand while doing shooting? I don't know what that... Can you reword that, please? I would, I'm just having a... Yeah, can you reword that? Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Jeet is saying, yes, please make more videos. Surely you're going to hit 100,000 subs as you have fantastic content. Thank you, bro. That's my dream right now. That's my #1 goal, is to hit 100,000 subs. If you guys can do anything to help promote this channel, market it to your friends, like send them the link to subscribe, I would be ever so grateful. That's my dream, guys. Thank you so much. Can you suggest a wide-angle zero distortion lens for Nikon? I can't, my friend. I don't shoot with Nikon. Zero distortion. I think Leoa makes zero distortion lenses, if I'm not mistaken. I don't own any zero distortion lenses. They all have some sort of distortion in it. My 24 has a distortion. My 16 has distortion, and so does my 14. And those are, you know, my Zeiss lenses are expensive and they still have distortion. So I think Leoa is distortion free, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I don't own those lenses, so I can't tell you for sure. Halvin Wolf is saying, I don't own any macro lenses either. I already have a telephoto and it's the only one that gets super tight even though I'm 3 feet away. Fantastic. Yeah, you can definitely get away with it. As long as you don't really need to like capture like a person's pores or something like that, then you should be fine. I'm looking to upgrade from the Canon T2i. I shoot music videos and commercials. What camera would you buy for around $1,000 to $2,000? I'm scared the Sony a6500 is going to overheat. Dude, Panasonic GH5, bro. Fits right into your budget. Panasonic GH5. Done. DJ Vey, so when are we... DJ Vey says, so when you are shooting video with gimbal and then you have to move forward to reframe. Still not understanding the question, my friend. I'm sorry. Are you talking about repositioning the gimbal's arms to reframe? Is that what you're asking? Can you do an updated version of Orising? Orising? What is that? Let me know. I'm thinking of buying a Flycam HD 3000. Is it worth buying? Honestly, I've had my first stabilizer ever was a Flycam, and I hated it. I returned it the second day. This company called Flowcam, check them out. I think you're going to be happier with a Flowcam. Flycam did, however, move its manufacturing to Canada. I think they're under new management, so maybe they're completely different now. When I bought from Flycam in 2013, I believe it was, they were still based in India and with old management, bad customer support. So, I mean, Flowcam is based in India, and they gave me some great products. So I was pretty happy with. It. Kurt says, I love my GH5 except for the autofocus. Laugh out loud. Internal body image stabilization is amazing. Yeah, I have the GH4 and I hate its autofocus. I can't believe they didn't fix the autofocus on the GH5. I'm very upset. My GH4 autofocus is out of this world bad. It tracks my face really well, but even with facial tracking and facial recognition on, it doesn't focus. It just, I don't know why. Kills me every time. DJ Vase says, I mean, refocus a lens manually. Oh, I see what you're saying. Is when you refocus the lens manually, is that bad for the gimbal motors? No, it's not. Just don't put too much pressure on it. You know, 2 fingers, thumb, 4-finger, turn. That's it. That's it. You might have to use your other hand to help prop up the roll motor, but don't worry, you are not damaging the gimbal's motors. Don't worry. That's what the encoders are for. Don't forget that these motors have encoders. And, yeah. Yeah. That's what it is, my friends. Did I answer your question, DJ Vay? Awesome. Good, I answered your question. DJ Vay, you're the man, bro. You're welcome. Does anyone else have any more questions? Any more questions? Let me know. I'm always here to help, guys. Literally, that's why I want you guys to add me on Instagram. Not just so I can get more followers, but so you can instant message me and ask me questions live. Like when we're not on YouTube, when I'm not on YouTube, you can go on Instagram and literally text me. Like literally have my phone number. And you can DM me and I'll reply. So if you haven't done that, let me know. This guy just messaged me on Instagram. He's asking for advice, and I'm going to reply to him after I'm done with this live stream. So, yeah, guys, do that. Okay. Any more questions, guys? DJ Vase says, I got a bunch more questions, but sometimes it's like only me and you. Dude, that's fine. That's fine. Don't be embarrassed. Just ask your questions. Premiere versus Resolve for color. Definitely Resolve, because that's the program meant for color. I don't have patience for Resolve. I just do all my coloring in Final Cut Pro because I have a ton of plugins for it. So I just do everything internal, and I haven't had any issues. But if you have the patience for color correction, definitely use Resolve. You're going to get much, much better results. Halvin Wolf says, okay, great news, Josh. Shot my first cover magazine, bro. Heck yeah. Congratulations, man. Must feel great. You got to send me some pictures, dude. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Halvin Wolf is the man in the building. Congratulations, man. Very good. Oh, man, that's exhilarating. Good for you, dude. Hell yeah. Oh, man. All right, my friends. Well, I think the questions have slowed down. So I think I answered a ton of questions. I'm rolling back the comments right now. It's a lot of questions. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in for this live stream. If I helped you out in any way, please help support the channel by either throwing me a super chat by clicking the super chat icon under the chat, or if you don't want to donate money, please at least share the link to my YouTube channel to have your friends or family or anyone you know who's interested in filmmaking. Wow, I'm on a bunch of coffee right now. So yeah. So if you can't donate, please at least share the link to your friends and family or anyone else that's interested in filmmaking to subscribe to this channel, because I want this to be the biggest filmmaking tutorial review, whatever filmmaking related channel on YouTube. I want it to be massive. And again, it's not about me, it's only about you guys. I want this to be a community where each of us have an equal part. So please, let's make it happen. Anything you can do to help support the channel is greatly appreciated. Anything at all. PK says, Josh, it's PK. I'll ping you before the weekend. Maybe we can grab a beer. Oh, PK, what up, dude? I think I saw your comment. I need to reread it. I think you said you're in LA. Yeah, man. Let me know. Ping me. Ping me. DM me on Instagram. I'll leave it in the... And maybe... Yeah, here's my Instagram. DM me. And that goes for all of you also. And if you're in LA, hit me up. Maybe we can collab on something. I'm down. I'm down to do some fun. Yeah, whatever. Just hit me up. And for those of you who are out of the city, out of the country, out of the state, whatever, also hit me up on those DMs. Hit me up on those DMs. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, DM me. I respond to those a lot faster than I do emails because it goes right to my phone and I just open it up like a text. So consider that. All right, guys. I love you all. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. And hopefully we'll get on tomorrow night for another live stream. If not, maybe some other time this week. All right, guys. Take care. Have fun filmmaking. Josh Morgan out.